doing, guys? Carl here from North Coast Constrictors. Welcome back to the channel. The last video I did, I got quite an amazing response to. I'm predominantly a ball python breeder, but I do have some retics in my collection. And the last video I did was of two of my big adult females that will be breeding ready next year. They're about 5 years old now. And they'll be, in fact, this year they'll be ready to breed this winter. But I do have 4 other retics. I've got 4 females and I've got 2 males, and the 2 youngest that I've got are actually my highest genetics, and I'm going to pull them out now. And the reason I decided to do this video is because I got such a good response from people asking me for more retic videos. Now I've got a couple of hundred ball pythons, but I've only got 6 retics. 2 of the retics you saw in the last video. One of them, another one that I'm not going to do a video on that now. I'm just going to show you my 2 smallest, my 2 youngest, but they're the 2 most valuable. In another room, I've got a Motley het albino male that will be ready to breed this year, and I've got a lavender albino 100% het genetic stripe. However, here in this room behind the camera, I've got 2 yearling Motley purple albino 100% het titanium. Now, these are epic snakes. They both are identical. I bought them as a pair to breed together. They're not going to breed for another 2 years, 3 years perhaps, probably 2.5 years. They, when you look at them, I know they can be bigger. Okay, I do not power feed. Okay, they were born in September 2021, so they could quite easily be, 10 feet. 8 to 10 feet, and they're not. Okay, but I feed every 10 days consistently. I'm gonna start increasing the amounts of food. Now let me pull out the first one. The first, and they are in tubs, these particular ones, because they're small. Now I'm using a snake hook. I always practice tap hook training. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I don't know if, let me see if, sorry about she's already looking. Now what I do is I tap slightly on the head, like that. Get them out of that inquisitive mode. Okay. And then I can put my hand in. They know it's not food. And then I can pull out. She's been lying in her water bowl. And what I'll do is I'll just turn the camera around to get me into focus again. Alright, so what we got here is a visual Motley purple albino het titanium. Okay, and this is the girl. This is the little girl. Oh, she's not that small, but she's definitely, she could be a bit bigger. But I haven't been power feeding, and the reason why is that I don't want to be breeding 4 female retics all together. Okay, I'm pretty much going to be I'm going to try and be more on the exclusive side of retics. The ones that I've got there that you saw in the last video, the golden child purple albino, that's a beautiful snake when paired with Motley. And I've got a male like this, which is going to pair with the golden child to make Motley golden child albinos, because he's you'll see. I'm going to put him out now. Now notice here, guys, how I socialize my retics. I make sure, first of all, lots of open hands. Okay, lots of room to maneuver. Oh, look at those colors. Hey, and look at that patterning. I mean, this snake is on another level. Look how white that head is. And she's a sweetheart. Now, guys, what I do, I do a lot of head touching. from as much as I can. Okay, now these I've had from babies, and I do a lot of head touching, and the reason why I do that is so that they don't freak out and they're not head shy, because you know they can get a fright and they can try your hand, and if you go anywhere near their head or you want to move them, or they just get the slightest fright because you go close to their head, and you're going to go close to their heads when you're handling these snakes, whether it's they come close to your face or your hand does a movement, whatever. You don't want to startle them, you know, when they're fully grown and they've had years of handling and years of being touched on their head. They're used to it, second nature. So I do it. That's how I socialize, and that's how I get them used to it. And I try and handle these retics a good couple times a week. All right, and they are, you can see, very, very trusting, very, very chilled. They say that the baby retics can be an absolute nightmare. And they're not quite babies, but are yearlings. Anyway, so she's had enough camera time, yes, and she's beautiful. They love coming out, very, very active snakes, very active snakes. Just want to try and just show you just a bit more of how beautiful the snake is. Now, I just can't wait to pair. Can't wait. Let me get this. Okay, here you go. All right, now I'm gonna pull out the male that I'm gonna pair her to. No grade shakes, guys. Exactly the same gene. Okay, Motley, purple albino, 100% head titanium. Okay. In other words, it's head titanium is what we refer to as a citron. Okay, and here he is. Yeah. Okay, and he's just had a shed. See how I practice the hooks. I use the hooks to get him out. Let me just hold his head like that while I close the drawer. And these snakes will be upgraded into big enclosures with glass doors. The reason why I've got them in tubs now is because I ran out of space, to be honest, and they've been in tubs since they were hatchlings, and they are actually ready to go into enclosures. But the two enclosures that they're going into, I've got 2 Dumerals bows in those enclosures now that are the right size for these snakes, and the Dumerals need to be upgraded into the next size up. So I'm moving house very soon. In fact, I'm moving at the end of the month. And I'm just waiting until I get the move done, and then I will order the new enclosures for the Dumerals, and then these 2 beautiful yearling retics will go into the enclosures that the Dumerals are in. Okay, look at that. I don't know, whenever I'm trying to film these snakes, when I'm trying to show their head, they just want to come straight back to me. I don't know, maybe if I turn backwards, I don't know, I just want to show you that white head. Come on, man. There we go. So, yeah, as I've said 100 times, Motley, purple albino, head titanium. Now, the project is to pair this male with that female and to produce visual titaniums. Everything will be albino because it's a recessive gene, and these are both purple albinos, and they both Motley. So if we hit super Motley, that's a black snake. From what I believe, guys, be straight up honest with you. I am not an expert on reticulated pythons. I have a passion for them for sure, but when it comes to genetics and pairings, I'm still learning, okay? But when it comes to keeping them and holding them and handling them and whatever, I kind of know my way around that. But what I am trying to do is I'm trying to produce the visual titanium combined with Motley and albino. All right, so These are not showing the visual titanium, obviously, but they are het for titanium, both of them. So both of them having the identical genes. Let's hope we get Motley purple albino titaniums, and let's hope we actually get a super Motley. So I wonder now, being recessive purple albino visual, that a super Motley, what a super Motley albino titanium would look like the all gene snake. I wonder. I have no clue. I've tried to Google it. I've tried to find it, and I almost battle. I can find a super Motley. But anyway, this is the boy. This is the stud. Now, this male is also going to be paired with my golden child purple albino. Okay, so him being Motley, visual purple albino, het for titanium. My big girl in the other room there is a golden child purple albino, no titanium, so the titanium is going to fall away in that pairing. But what we will get are Motley golden child albinos, purple albinos, or what I mean, they're both purple albino. But what we'll get hopefully are, because he's a visual Motley, she's a visual golden child, and they're both purple albino. So that is a pairing to look forward to. So we'll see when they're ready. I want him to be another year old before I pair him up. He's not going to breed this year. This boy is going to breed next year for me, and he's going to the golden child purple albino. So guys, that's my video on my two. These are my two smallest retics. These are the newest ones, but I have had them for a good few months. They are my highest end genetics as far as genetics go with the retics, and we're a good 3 to 4 years away from a visual from a pairing for those two. So we're a year and a half away from a pairing with that boy to a golden child purple albino, and we are 2.5 years away from a pairing between those two that you've just seen now to get the visual titanium. What a project to look forward to. Anyway guys, that's it from me. Please like and subscribe. Have to ask, it's like a YouTube staple request, please. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. We've got some more great content coming up in the next couple of days. Thanks. Have a great week. Well, it's Thursday. Have a great weekend. By the time you watch this, it'll always be Friday. Cheers for now. Bye-bye.